Hi everyone, welcome back to Third Eye Scoop. This is a channel that's looking at some of the world events, why we need to see them, what's in it for us, a collective teaching, if you will. It's not just about gossip and looking at the salacious stuff necessarily, but it's about what's in it for us. Why are we seeing these archetypes on the world stage? This series is called The Devil Wears Fame. There's already a playlist, so check out any of the celebrities if you like. And today is LeBron James. I have no idea about anything about LeBron. I know he's a basketball player. That is about it. I know he's well liked, but really that's all I know. And I know, of course, I know there ain't no party like a Diddy party. So let's just see. What's happening in LeBron James's energy. I was actually going to do LeBron about 2 weeks ago, and for whatever reason, I didn't do it. And now I'm called to do it. And there is also, as of I think yesterday, talk of him stepping away from the NBA. So let's see what LeBron James wants to show us and what it is that we're here to see. So we're looking at these celebrity archetypes with the intention of what was their soul contract, what karma are they clearing in this lifetime, what's the current energy, what's their outcome, what was their story before they were famous, after they were famous. Is there hidden agendas working through them with or without their knowledge, etc., etc. And then at the end, we just get a little bit of immediate sort of outcomes, what's happening right now for LeBron. Okay. So this is a flower essence to help us tune into his energy, learning, repeating mistakes. Keeps repeating the same mistake, doesn't learn from past mistakes. Interesting. Take some of that in a minute for all of us, and I'm also going to get essential oil to see what the emotional component is for LeBron. These remedies are either for him or for us or for anyone involved, and that's the intention. Desert rosewood, belonging, sense of homelessness, connection to self or others. Okay, let's start with this. Very woody rose sense. And chestnut. It's kind of interesting that we have belonging and learning and repeating mistakes, and that sense of homelessness or connection to others. Yeah, when you haven't connected to yourself and you're making the same mistakes, it's because there's an awareness that you're not aware of, right? There's maybe even a moral compass or just direction of his life or some of the situations he's finding himself in. So let's pull the cards first. Okay. Current energy of LeBron James. The warrior. The eternal child. The thread, collective teaching, apocalypsis, Alethea, the mirror. Can you see these? So we can move these out of the way. This card keeps coming up a lot and in this position. Interesting. The one and the lover. It's really interesting, these cards, because this is about beyond the veil or revealing the veil, and this is about truth. So there's kind of like a collective lie that's been revealed. I feel like with this current energy, the warrior, it's either he's been a really good soldier or he's now having to decide which battle he's going to surrender to or fight for. I'm getting the sense with this diamond here, it's like he thought he was part of a royalty or an eliteness. But with that, there's kind of this mirage of deception. I even get the sense with the skull with horns, it's like, who did you sign your allegiance to? And as of current consequences, where has it left you, LeBron? Have you become the trophy? Have you become the sacrifice? With these two cards here, these are very strong energies, and there's a mirage within all of this, with the mirror, the river as well, the one, the lover. It's not plural, it's kind of self. Even like the eternal child, that's kind of got that all about me energy, as children can be. They're not quite, they're by nature either very dependent on others or need a lot of attention, right? So the solar plexus is very, very hot and heavy and quite demanding. You know that with celebrity, like, it's like living life to the full but almost dying young. Think of the 27 Club as well. That's kind of and there's a rev of an engine. I don't know if you heard that outside my window. It's like full throttle, like living life to the fullest, going in strong, going for all the riches, signing yourself an allegiance. I guess even with belonging, it's like that child is always kind of looking for that sense of boundaries, authoritative figure, but you can sort of align yourself with maligned energies. Learning and repeating mistakes, that also feels like quite immature energy, not really taking accountability. You know, with the sense of belonging as well, the sense of homelessness. It's like speaking before about which battles you sign up for, which cause or allegiance or alliance do you attach yourself with. I feel with these two energies, he was supposed to bring in as a soul contract this vibrancy for life. I mean, he's playing a sport for a career. Like, that's child's play, right? It's taking a sport that brings up the childhood of the collective, you know, sports and games and teamwork, things like that. So it's like he came with those natural gifts, but it's like he flipped it. It's like he started to flip what the lessons of all of that was. It's good intentions and has turned it for dark, but he's still connected. I feel like he's wanting to see the truth, but I don't think he's ready to accept the truth. I actually see this as a kind of a race card with the black and white. I feel like, I know he was a big proponent for Black Lives Matter, things like that. But it's a disconnection. It's either, it has to be, it's not, it's too one-sided. You can't see the rose without the thorns, and not everything that smells like a rose is a rose, right? So I feel like he has a delusion to the truth, or he's been gaslit the truth. Yeah, there's something heavy in that energy, especially with the exposure of this apocalypsis. This is like seeing beyond the veil, understanding, like, this is such a kaleidoscope of mirage. I feel like whatever LeBron is either running from or being part of is being very deceptive, whether it's his intention or he's found himself in the middle of it. Yeah. The shattered mirror is a reflection for us. It's like the truth isn't the truth. It's like that inversion energy again. There's a lot of inversion energy happening in the world right now, where what we thought was one thing is completely flipped. I feel like he's been stampeded by an energy around him, whether it's visible or invisible. There is a wash over his. It's like they've reversed his reign. It's like they are. It's like they've stampeded him out. I guess with the skull as well. It's like they've. I feel like they've sold him down the river. I feel like he's going to be. Yeah, he's going to be a partsy for this in this story somehow. But he was so gullible, that's why he keeps learning the mistakes, because whatever he's promised, he's only looked at it from a selfish perspective. He, again, is not seeing the truth, and he's also allowing the deception to continue. Again, he's not looking at the true reflection of his decisions. He, again, is projecting a perception. It's like he's gaslit also the collective. With the moon energy here and the shard of glass, I feel like he's almost weaponized the truth. And the lover being just solo or singular, again, I feel like he's feathering his own nest. He's there could even be an ending to his marriage. I feel like his ego has become so inflated that he's found himself potentially alone with the one. And that sense of homelessness, again, he's going to probably lose a lot in this transition. Let's see if we can get more information on LeBron. So yeah, I feel like he's very immature. He's emotionally immature. He's intellectually immature. He's gullible, and people have preyed upon that. They may be taking out taking heads. And he's going to be, I guess, revealing any sort of younger generation idolization of him that's going to be exposed for the truth that it is. And it's going to be really a tough pill to swallow. Show me, I'm going to do actually one big shuffle, and then just to make the reading a little bit faster. Show me the energy of the warrior. Addiction, rock bottom, enabler, caretaker, functioning addict. Ooh, it feels like it's like his support system on the dark side, his handlers, his enablers have left him high and dry. And now he doesn't have a sense of where he belongs in the story. And he's scrambling. He's scrambling like an addict would to try and get the next platform to reach out for. Like, where's his next... it's like waking up from a heavy night of debauchery and going, oh my God, I did that last night. It's like, but this is like epic. I mean, especially with these two energies. If he has any sort of addiction, that could be anything. Like, once the supply ends, and it might not necessarily be drugs, but whatever the illusions that he's been propping himself up with, enabling himself up with, whether it be celebrity, stardom, success, if those are the drugs of his choice, once the supply has ended, yikes. Government, governor, court, advisor, deposer. It's almost like the lesson he had to learn this lifetime. I mean, I would say it's quite an ancient soul, LeBron James, I guess, when he's come in with such skills and charisma or charm or whatever we've bought into. Whoever they are, have seen that as an asset, and they could tap into that quite quickly. There's like a bloodline there of authority over minority. I'm getting different vibes as well, but let's just wait and see. The thread. Ascetic, mystic, hermit, Christian, Buddhist, ascetic. It's like with the hermit energy or the selfish energy. It's like banging from two sides of a drum, right? Or it's like you have to go within to make the right choices. But if you're leaning into your eternal child or petulant child or selfish mode or unloved or homeless, or, you know, when you're feeling no connection to yourself, that's when you can make the wrong decisions, right? That's a lesson for us all. It's like, go slow, say slow yeses, then fast no's or fast yeses. Be really, really grounded in the choices that you make and the goals and aspirations that you attach yourself to. It's like he had an opportunity to bring in this new incarnation to a higher vibration. But again, it's got disconnected somewhere from the truth. Speaking of the truth, charity, benefactor, good Samaritan, beneficiary. charity these days just feels so loaded with quid pro quo, right? It's like, you do this and I'll do that. It's never coming from a truthful place. It's coming from it's like greasy palms, right? I'll grease your palm, you grease my palm. Even all these cards are kind of lonely figures. The Swan. Neither of them, any of them, are in like perfect duality, right? One is kind of hermit energy. One is authoritarian. One is like a child energy with like, with lots to learn. That's, again, another echo of repeating mistakes and having no belonging. And so therefore he was able to be sold this grandiose lifestyle. Heads of state, I'm even thinking, this link to the government, this supply addiction, this not connected to self. Show me the mirror. Warrior, trauma, deserter, conscripted. Look how that figure is taking aim. It's like everything we know about him is smoke and mirrors. It's been all part of a grand plan. It's almost fed into our addictions, again, of celebrity and worship and money and fame. And now that the veil has dropped, or the reflection's been shattered, now someone's taking pain. They're the warrior on him. They reverse the tables. Show me discrimination, social, religious, limitation or disease, sexual, social. It's like the veil is dropping on all subject matters. It's like on every, in every area of our lives, the truth is going to be revealed. It's like that inversion again. What we thought was like LeBron James with like happy family and a very supportive wife, with all the sexual rumors and innuendo, the social connections that he's maintained, the figureheads, the heads of state, the addiction, the supply, religious. Are we going somewhere deeper and darker with that? It's like what we have perceived is not the truth. Whatever they've projected is not the truth. This card shows up all the time. Secret society, Freemason, other. Whatever spells have been cast in these stories in total, the devil wears fame, which seems so accurately being named that. Well done, Martina. But it's like the mirage has been so carefully configured, and it's touched all the areas. It's like touched music, film, sports, politicians, the government, charity events, war. Like everything has been touched by this illusion. And it's, and not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but the same cards are repeating a lot in these readings. It's why I've kept the same format, because even though when I'm tempted to change it, I'm like, no, hang on a minute. This is a network of readings that may or may not slot into each other. And for those of you who've been watching, I really appreciate that, because I know they're quite lengthy. But I'm just trusting the process. And yeah. Show me the one. Health issues, contagious illness, infection, genetic illness, hypochondria. Okay, two things are dropping in with this. One, whatever this addiction is, whether it's chemical, physical, emotional, I think it's going to be used against him. Either he is going to hit rock bottom because of his health, or because the truth's coming out, or the bitter pill that has to be swallowed, or the fracturing of his reputation is going to cause him health issues, or the darker stuff where if someone's taking a shot at him, if there's a conspiracy against him. See this illusion? I feel like it's with these two colors here. It's like there's an energy within. Could be black magic. Yeah. I mean, this card has shown up a few times as well, so let's just leave it there for a minute. Show me the lover. Ice disaster, ice age, hail, blizzard, hypothermia. Yeah, I mean, this shards of truth, it's almost like the shards of ice. Just as sharp and just as ruthless. Things are definitely fractured at home. There's no love in his outcome. I'd definitely say there would be a breakup of a marriage. The truth has shattered the illusion. Whether, I'm not sure of the wife's name, but whether the wife was aware of what was happening, she was only happy if the illusion stayed intact, but now it's like completely fractured for the whole world to see. Yeah, bottom of the deck, volcano. There's going to be a massive, explosive revealing of the truth. So more to come on LeBron James for sure. Let's get some tarot on board now. Ah. Okay. The devil. Toxicity. Yeah. Chains. You know, you've been a figurehead, but now there's like darker energies underneath you, undermining your demise. It's almost like a ticking clock. Time's up. It even looks like LeBron, no, with the beard. The devil's at play. Eight of Swords. You always had an opportunity to set yourself free from this story. You had the opportunity to pull the thread. What is this? And you went short money. You didn't see the ending of this decision you made. The choices you made were short money. It wasn't long money. And the ending was always going to appear. 10 of Cups. See the reverse rainbow compared to that one? It's like if you pulled the right thread with LeBron, you could have had your happy ever after. But now it's going to be hermit energy. You're going to lose potentially your family, your friends, certainly in the short term. You're going to have that, again, sense of homelessness, repeating the same mistake. It's like whenever you could have made a right choice, you made the wrong choice. The Fool. You were a fool to the choices you were sold. This greasing of palms was a bad decision, another mistake you made. It was fool's gold that you followed. And the vultures were waiting. And there's that volcano in the background just waiting for you while you, yeah. Show me Apocalypsis. Daughter of Cups. Either way, the collective teaching that you're teaching us, once this veil is dropped, it's like, it's medicine we don't want, but it's the medicine we need. It's cleansing that dark red energy, like that sort of demonic energy. It's going to heal us in the bigger picture because we're exposing the darkness that's there. It's almost like we have this opportunity to, on the four corners of the world, look and witness at this funk that we find ourselves in. And if we hold our own light up, that's how we fight this. This is how we fight the darker forces. Show me the mirror. Shaman of Discs. He still has an opportunity, right? See how there's two horses? One's taking aim at him. He's got like a lifesaver there. He's got potentially a guide on his shoulder going, pick a higher vibration of yourself. It will be a lonely road, but it'll be your road. You'll be able to stand in your own power of it. And with that, future is then protected. But if he can't do that, he still has one opportunity for self-reflection. He still has one, before whatever ending is coming, whether it's an isolation ending where he's ostracized from the world for a while after the truth's revealed, or if he is unalive, for example, or if he meets health issues, natural, whatever, he has an opportunity for redemption. He has an opportunity to at least redeem his soul a little. Show me the river. Ace of Swords. You know, this card shows up and it's so interesting how the shapes are so similar. And Ace of Swords is about clarity, right? But I feel like it's, God, even with this shape here, I mean, there is a spell on him. There is a, whether he can get to see the truth, because it is like a kaleidoscope, I guess a mirage, but there's still an opportunity for transformation. But he has to make that decision. He has to make that one single choice of truth. He's got to see it. He's got to self-reflect. He can't, if the spell continues, he's done for. If he can't break or snap free of that, he won't be able to transform. The Star card. That's about healing, and it's about following your true path. But it's the inside job, right? Self-redemption is the key. It's the only elixir, is to sit in hermit energy, to cleanse your soul, to clear your mind. And sometimes convalescence does that. Sometimes when you get really sick, I'm even thinking of Jamie Foxx vibes, although I'd like to do a reading on Jamie Foxx, but he had this illness and allegedly he's had this epiphany. But quite often that is the hard truth that we come to, right? When everything else has been shattered and the spell has been broken, you have an opportunity to do right. Show me the Lover. The Empress. It's like he's going to lose everything he built. His finances, his family, his wife. Yikes. Everything he's worked for, his money, his admiration, all of it. It's going to be broken into tiny pieces. Okay, let's see. Let's get 3 cards for, does LeBron have anything to do with the P. Diddy stuff? We have Ace of Swords. We have 2 of Pentacles. We have Ace of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Man, he can't decide between telling the truth or saving his bacon, really. It's like he can't decide. And there's maybe even darker forces that are helping him to maintain the status quo. Either way, he needs a lot of self-reflection. There's definitely forces, secret forces around him trying to confuse that strategy. He has to go back to basics. He has to figure out what really matters to him. I think he knows. I think he knows stuff was happening. He went along with it. Whether he gave up his free will a long time ago and now has to pay the piper. But it doesn't look like he's ready for to reveal the truth. Not at all costs anyway. He's still trying to protect his coins for sure. Especially with new beginnings, new financial beginnings if he stepped away. Interesting. Okay, can we have a final message for us? For LeBron James. Okay, just the one. A friend is one of the nicest things you can have and one of the best things you can be. This card shows up a lot. Pick your friends wisely, you know. There ain't no party like a Diddy party, but look at your life now. Crash and burn. Yeah. So in summary, LeBron, you gotta snap out of it. You gotta wake up. You can't keep choosing selfish decisions. You're being called forward. You've made all the wrong choices. You've hidden the truth, and the truth is now getting exposed. Mirror, mirror on the wall, LeBron. Time's up. You've got one last chance to hold on to your soul. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.